Utah State Prison, home to some of America's most notorious inmates. Gary Gilmore, a convicted murderer whose highly publicized execution by firing squad in 1977 was the first in the United States in nearly a decade. Ronnie Lee Gardner, convicted for murder, his 2010 execution by firing squad was the first in the U.S. in 14 years and sparked significant media attention. Troy Kell. Currently on death row, Kell was sentenced for the 1994 murder of a fellow inmate inside the prison, a racially motivated stabbing caught on camera. But one inmate sticks out like a sore thumb. His name, Curtis Allgier. His face, a mosaic of tattoos.
I've been getting tattoos since I was 13 years old. Once you start getting tattoos, it's addicting. The ink's addicting. The pain, to an extent, to me, is addicting.
All a physical reminder of his skinhead upbringing.
My whole family are skinheads. I was raised that way. My dad, my uncles, all my cousins.
Allgier criminal history began in 1998 with convictions for theft and reckless driving in South Dakota. He was charged with felony burglary, forgery, and theft in Utah during October 2000 after he burglarized a neighbor's apartment and made out a stolen check to himself for $300. That month, he was also charged in another county with carrying a concealed handgun and sentenced to 180 days and probation. Allgier fled Utah in August 2001, which led to a 1 to 15-year sentence. Paroled in May 2003, he was then arrested and sent back to prison in July 2004 for traveling to California without authorization and possessing 2 knives. He was paroled in October 2006. In November, he became a fugitive for 2 days on a parole violation. Allgier, armed, barricaded himself inside a hotel room, but was captured by a Salt Lake City SWAT team after falling through the ceiling where he had tried to hide. On June 14, 2007, he was sentenced to 104 months in prison for being a convicted felon in possession of a firearm. On the morning of June 25, 2007, Corrections Officer Stephen Anderson escorted Allgier to the University of Utah, where Allgier was scheduled for an MRI because he had been complaining of back problems. While waiting with Anderson in an examination room at the university's orthopedic center, Allgier was unshackled. He then overpowered and disarmed Anderson and shot him once in the chest and once in the head. Allgier later stated that the gun went off accidentally during the struggle. After fleeing the clinic on foot, Allgier carjacked a Ford Explorer and led police on a high-speed chase. Allgier was captured at an Arby's restaurant a few miles away, where he tried to shoot an employee, but the gun malfunctioned. Eric Fullerton, a Vietnam veteran and former Army paratrooper, confronted him and managed to take his gun away. Allgier fled to the back of the restaurant, where police found him hiding in the manager's office. On October 3, 2012, Allgier unexpectedly pleaded guilty to murder and several other charges, and also pleaded no contest to 3 charges of attempted murder. He was sentenced to life in prison without the possibility of parole. Curtis Allgier turned to the family of the man he murdered, crying incessantly.
I apologize from the bottom of my heart. I didn't want to hurt anybody. It was an accident. That guy didn't deserve that. He didn't deserve it. What happened that day was a mistake, an accident, as a result of a split-second decision. I never wanted to harm that guy. I was just going to walk out the door. But for some reason, I decided to tell him I was going to walk out the door. I said, your $15 an hour isn't worth it. You go home to your family, I'm going to go home to mine. There was a struggle. I've shed as much tears over this as everybody else. If you forgive me, that's good. And if you don't, I understand. A lot of people see the swastika and they say, well, that's hate. To me, that's not what I wear it for. I wear it as a symbolism of pride of who I am and a symbolism of good luck, and I have a lot of them. I'm no part of them. I've never been a part of them, and nor will I ever be a part of them. Those dudes, in my mind, are weak and lame, and they're not white supremacists. But because of these groups that commit crimes and do all the crap that they do, people are going to look at us bad.